I tell you what, mate, there is so much news this month about books by Christian authors, I don't know if this video can hold it.
We're losing containment, Captain!
Red alert!
G'day, this is the Christian Fantasy and Science Fiction Bulletin for May 2018. I'm Adam David Collings. Ted Dekker has released The 49th Mystic. This book is set in the same universe as the Circle series. You don't have to have read The Circle in order to read this book, but it will add layers of meaning if you have. Some say the great mystery of how one can live in two worlds at once died with Thomas Hunter. They were wrong. The procedure was meant to restore Rochelle's sight. Instead, she begins dreaming of another world, so real that she wonders if Earth might only be a dream, experienced when she falls asleep in that reality. She's the prophesied one, who must find the ancient seals in both worlds before powerful enemies destroy her. If Rochelle succeeds in her quest, peace will reign. If she fails, both worlds will forever be locked in darkness. This is the first book in a 2-volume saga. Book Fun magazine says Ted Dekker has written the best book of his career. Ted said this about the book at last year's Realm Makers conference.
I don't know, I might quit writing after this.
Really?
No, it feels like a culmination of my entire career. It's a massive quest story. It covers 2 novels, so both will be released next year. Are you filming this?
Stephen R. Lawhead has released In the Region of the Summer Stars, a new Celtic historical fantasy, the first in the Irelandia series. Ravaged by barbarian Skaldar forces, the last hope for Irelandia lies with the island's warring tribes. Wrongly cast out of his tribe, Connor, the firstborn son of the Celtic king, embarks on a dangerous mission to prove his innocence. What he discovers will change Irelandia forever, for the Skaldar have captured the mystical Fae to use as an ultimate weapon. And Connor's own people have joined the invasion. Booklist says of this book, fierce companions, mighty foes, and Fae magic all intertwine in multiple points of view in an exciting tale. Lindsay A. Franklin has released The Story Peddler, Book 1 of the Weaver trilogy. Tanwyn doesn't just tell stories, she weaves them into crystallized sculptures that sell for more than just a few bits. The only way to escape the control of her cruel mentor and claw her way from poverty is to set her sights on something grander, becoming royal storyteller to the king. During her final story peddling tour, a tale of treason spills from her hands, threatening the king himself. Tanwyn goes from peddler to prey as the king's guard hunt her down, and they're not known for their mercy. As Tanwyn flees for her life, she unearths long-buried secrets and discovers she's not the only outlaw in the Empire. There's a rebel group of weavers, and they're after her too. Sara has released Unbreakable, Book 3 of the Unblemished trilogy. This is the story of a reluctant queen, a vessel of the Verity, the purest of souls. Only she can lead the fight against the wicked magnetism of the void. If she fails, the paths between reflections will cease to exist, and those she loves will remain plagued by darkness. Traversing the realms of fantasy and reality through a labyrinth of plot twists, Unbreakable delivers a thrilling conclusion to Sara Unblemished trilogy. Ottee Book Reviewers says an exquisite conclusion to the thrilling Unblemished trilogy. Another quote says Sara masterfully takes readers to new worlds in the jaw-dropping finale to the Unblemished trilogy. With the fate of reflections at stake, Eliana must destroy the void, but at what cost? Charis Joy Jackson has released her debut novel, The Rose of Admirias. Avery Rose has lived the life of a peasant, so when she discovers she's actually the long-lost princess of a mythical kingdom, Admirias, she must choose between running from a man who seeks to kill her, or run towards him and claim her rightful throne. This story was inspired by the classic tale Beauty and the Beast, and is available exclusively in the box set On the Horizon, Simple Worlds of Speculative Adventure. The collection is only $1.65 and contains 22 novels, including Akrad's Children by Christian fantasy author Jeanette O'Hagan. By the way, happy birthday, Charis! John W. Ottee has released Into the Bewilderness, a collection of short stories. Welcome to the Bewilderness, a king who learns that loyalty and victory come in many forms, a teenager who is already sick of meeting his descendants, an elderly woman whose life is changed by an invasion of mice. All these and more live in the Bewilderness, a collection of short stories by John W. Ottee that take you from the depths of space to just around the block. Lorehaven Magazine have released their first issue. The magazine includes a feature interview with James L. Rubart, flash reviews, and lots more. The Lorehaven Book Club is up and running on Facebook. This month, they're discussing The Man He Never Was by James L. Rubart. You can get the Lorehaven magazine for free by subscribing at lorehaven.com.
It's Roman 7, right? It's this battle, right? It's this battle that we have in Roman 7.
So basically a guy who's torn between himself.
Yeah, he's torn between himself. Yeah, he's fighting himself. That's the ultimate battle of himself.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Amy Brock McNew has released Sleeper, Rise of the Fianna, Book 1. McKenna is a self-proclaimed freak with abilities she can't control. She's clawed her way through life, fighting to maintain her sanity. Her lonely existence has only fed the vicious animal within her, one she can barely contain and doesn't understand. Rhys has been prepared since birth to be alpha and king of an ancient race of wolves. Instead, he leads only half a fractured clan against a depraved madman. But victory begins to slip through Rhys's fingers. Only one thing can save them, a single requirement for him to claim the throne. This is not your typical book by a Christian author. It contains mature content suitable only for those 18 and up. Voting is open for the semi-finalists in the 2018 Realm Award. To be eligible to vote, you must have read at least 2 books on the list. Learn more using the link in the description below. Janeen Ippolito has released Lawless, Book 1 in the Ironfire Legacy. Dragon shifter convict Kessia Ironfire has one goal: to redeem herself as a soldier in the Dragon-Human War. A rogue mission to spy on a new airship is the perfect way to win the trust of her superiors. Then the airship explodes, leaving Kessia and her technical partner, Zephyrin Nightstalker, in cold water under house arrest. Kessia and Zephyrin flee the human military capital, where Captain Shant Windkeeper is furloughed after the destruction of his airship, and avoiding a most unwanted countess threatening an arranged marriage. Eager to discover what and who blew up his vessel, he helps Kessia and Zephyrin escape. In exchange, Kessia must pretend to be Shant's betrothed. Kessia has never heard of a betrothal, but it can't be that complicated. A steampunk adventure fantasy with a side of snark and quirky romance. Well, we made it to the end, and the warp core hasn't fractured yet, so I think we're okay. Have a great month, and I'll see you in June. Right now, I'm off to go reinforce the shields. God bless.